What's up, guys? We are out for a fun little cruise today in the S2K with it's been a minute since we've gotten to do a video with this car, so hopefully the GoPro's audio thing is doing pretty good. Usually it does. We usually don't have to worry about it. Yeah, we're out in the S2K today. We're gonna go hang out with Michael and also do some stuff on my PC, which you guys will possibly see on RT2. I'm not sure if I'm gonna record it or not yet. I look like an idiot because I got a giant camera in my face while we're riding around in a convertible. I look a Boxster. It's a new Boxster. Nice. Did I give him that 4-cylinder to have a Porsche?
The 4-cylinders now?
Yeah, they switched to flat 4s. When they moved to the 718 generation cars, they moved them to flat 4s instead of flat 6s.
Interesting.
I said V6 a little bit bad. Hey, Sport Track. All the way over there. Might be able to see it. But yeah, so Hayden's S2K, if you're new to the channel, is probably one of my favorite cars to ride in. Not because Hayden's my friend, but it's legitimately just a good car, you know? Lots of cars are, you know, like it. But to me, when you're looking at 2-seater sports cars, nothing beats an S2K. I think Hayden will agree with that. I've ridden in Miatas, I've ridden in this car, I've ridden in a G35, which is similar to a 350Z, but I wouldn't say it's the same experience. I mean, Hayden's driven one. You've driven both, haven't you? What? A G35 and a 350Z?
Yeah.
Well, are the experiences that different, or are they very similar to riding cars?
Well, those auto moves.
That is true.
Sort of, so.
Yeah. So I mean, you could kind of put the G in that realm, but not really, because it's not a 2-seater and it's not the same as the Z. But we're on our way to go meet Michael for lunch, like I said. And this video's been kind of fun because we're going to kind of talk about the experience, for me at least, riding in both cars and what makes them tick, because both cars are completely different cars. Like either way, whatever Michael's in right now, I don't know whether he's bringing the Mazda or the Charger today. But one thing I've always loved about S2Ks is how smooth it is. It will try to kill you, but I mean, it's not very often. Like I think Hayden said, really, you have to be really getting into it, or it has to be wet for it to really try to kill you. The 1-2 shift seems to be the worst, but the power band wise, it is linear, and that's probably my favorite part about it. A lot of cars, including my truck, for example, will hit torque and then fall off. This just feels like it keeps going, but of course that's VTEC doing its job. And VTEC, that was an 8.4.
That's like everywhere.
That was a very loud 8.4 with a turbo. Didn't sound too bad. Oh, that first gear? Third. I also love the dash on the S2K, it's so good. I just love the sound of VTEC. That's why I've always said my next car is probably going to be either a Honda or a VW. And VTEC is just, I love the sound of it. Hey, another Sport Track, a little 05 adrenaline action. So we're hitting one of our favorite back roads out here now. Grab in second is so brutal. So Hayden's got a stage 2 clutch on this car, so it's a little bit more aggressive than the original clutch was, and this car just will grab gear and go. I've ridden in some manual cars, like my dad's old Kia, where it still felt like it was slipping a little bit, like not enough to where it was like, you know, or anything like that, but you know, it didn't feel as like aggressive of a grab. And this car, it's like you hit second, you're in gear and you're off. You know, it's not like a lot of automatics I've ridden in. It's not like, you know, a lot of manuals I've ridden in. This car will grab gear and it will move. Even the clutch.
It's all right. It's like too much for the car.
Yeah, I guess. Like I know you originally did it. I remember we talked about it when you first did it. You were originally intending to go forced induction on this car, and that was kind of why you did it. Was you were like, hey, I'm going to boost this car, I'm going to go ahead and put the clutch in so I don't have to do it later. And obviously, I'm not sure if you're still wanting to do that. I know you said you kind of wanted to keep it NA for the driving experience.
Yeah.
Because the car does give a fantastic driving experience naturally aspirated, and if you start pumping 400, you know, obviously if you started putting down 400, this car would become a handful. Because even in stock form, if you hit the gas just right in the right turn in the right conditions, it'll try to kill you. AP1s are notorious for it. They have really bad snap oversteer, and Hayden has only had it really happen to him a couple times where it's been a little sketch. But he's had this car for so long that it doesn't really seem to be too much of an issue for him now. Would you say that it's still kind of an issue? I mean, you seem to corral it.
I mean, I know the car now.
Yeah.
But like, the car would be different before.
Yeah, it'd be a handful.
I really don't want to like total this thing either.
Yeah, because you love this car.
That's nice. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Literally just sat to the light and then...
They were there for so long.
Gosh dang, dude. But when you buy an older Honda used, this is the second most expensive car. To my understanding, outside of the Integra Type R, maybe it's the third. I mean, the Integra Type R commands a huge price, and of course the NSX. But Hayden has not gotten to drive an NSX yet, but in your dream garage, would you have both? An S2K and an NSX?
Sure.
We haven't really gotten to mess around with them too much. I want to ride it in an NSX someday, so if anyone's got a original NSX in Georgia, in North Georgia, that's willing to make a drive, please let me know. I want to ride one so bad. I think Hayden does too. This spot is always really bad with traffic, so there's no telling where we're actually gonna get to go. I think we're gonna wrap this part of the video up for now because we've been recording for 10 minutes anyway. And I'll catch up to you guys later when we catch up with Michael. All right, so now we're in MazdaSpeed3, which is stage 1.5, as he says.
Yeah.
So this car pretty much is set up for stage 2. The only problem is he's got a tiny turbo by accident.
That's fine.
He accidentally put a CX-7 turbo on this car.
Which is alright. I kind of.
It's alright. It still makes good power.
It works.
He's got this little access port tuned by himself, as he said.
Barely.
Some help. All right, here.
So what's you didn't even tell me what we're doing.
So we've been doing, well, the first part of this video, I did like a comparison of how it feels to ride in an S2K.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're gonna do how it feels to ride in an Speed3.
Oh, okay.
Even though they're two totally different cars.
Barely. They're both made in Japan.
Yeah. At least they don't sound like whatever the heck that is. At least none of these cars sound like that, whatever the heck that was.
Yeah. Hey, you have it? Yeah, see? Doesn't sound like it.
Sounds good. Whatever the heck that was.
Oh my god.
Holy VTEC. So Hayden, or Michael does have
I do have a blow off valve, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a Go Fast Bits blow off valve.
Yes, sir.
Technically it's a diverter, but.
No, it's not. Well, it's dual port. Okay.
This car is a 08, right?
Yes, sir.
2008 Speed 3.
08.5.
08.5. Speed 3. Probably one of my favorite Mazdas ever. I am partial to the FDRX7, but this car is fantastical. So one thing you get right away from a difference from an S2000 is the blow-off valve noises, which are just intoxicating. I honestly, like, turbos, I just need one in my life, dude. I just need one. Alright, I'm gonna put a poll. Well, yeah, that's right, you can't do polls on YouTube anymore, RIP. I was gonna say, I'm gonna do a poll, should I turbo the truck? So my truck is this.
Twins on my jump.
What? No big 6266?
Oh!
It'll make the drivability horrible, it'll be fun.
Do triple turbo. Oh, look at this clown.
Oh gosh, what's he doing?
Run.
Hey, it's a SI.
Film him getting ran over.
Oh, I was just eyeballing that SI though. I was getting pretty excited for that. Where is he going? Why is he running across the street like that? That's kind of sketch.
It's not how a street works. Okay.
Ain't no crosswalk. One thing I've always said about this car is it is a dramatic car. It is full of fun, just kind of try to fight you across the road. It puts you back in your seat. This is a car. It's been a while since I've ridden this car, and I forgot how quick this thing actually is. I knew it was quick, but goodness, this thing puts you back in your seat. So we think this car, gosh, I hate you so much.
Dude, it locked up the brakes so quick, that was like half brakes.
Ow.
It would never lock up the brakes before.
So what Michael just demonstrated by me sending me through his windshield was he's got new EBC brakes on this car.
Yellow stuff.
Yeah, so I think that's like the mid-tier brakes.
No, that's the track and street.
Yeah, not full-blown track brakes, but pretty darn close.
But they do get better as you warm up and have slightly less cold performance, but they're still great for the street.
Yeah. And Michael actually just did that not too long ago because the car just needed some brakes. And yeah, this car has, ow.
Slow down, baby.
So we reckon this car
they're way better.
Ow.
Hey, and if you're watching this, yeah, you go ahead and buy some yellow stuff because that junk's freaking, that's crazy.
like what's cool about these cars is I said the Speed 3 is a weapon. They both are in their own ways. The Speed 3 is a dramatic, fast car that can still handle. And the S2K is like meant for precise handling. So it's like a really cool concept. They're both in the same tier in a way, both being from Japan, both being 4-cylinder cars, both being from manufacturers that primarily specialize in more economy fakest.
Whoa! Jordan,
Fakest.
stroke?
Focus.
Hospital.
But this car is like the ultimate evolution of a basic economy car. And it's probably the coolest part about it is the Speed 3 is kind of a sleeper in a way. You don't really see lots of them. You see most of the time, they're kind of subtle cars. Like this one's, I mean, minus the wrap, that's pretty subtle.
A lot of them are stock too, I've noticed.
Yeah, not a lot of people tinker with these anymore. It's weird. But these...
The ones that do blow them up, they just kind of suck.
None of them build the engine.
Well, you don't have to build an engine. You just got to take care of it. If it's burning oil, you got to put oil in it. If not, then it's going to blow up.
Yep.
Or if you start going and doing boosting, like if you tune it yourself and you don't do research on the boost and stuff, yeah, you blow it up real quick.
Yeah. Michael is one of the most thorough people I know when it comes to cars, and if there's anyone who will do tons of research before tuning a car themselves, it's him.
Yeah.
As he's done with this car. I believe you were going to tune the Charger yourself at one point.
I was going to, and then freaking, I'm not paying another $700 for another PCM for that. Because, yeah, no, not happening. That joke's so jank.
He bought HP tuners and everything.
I had the MPVI too.
Yeah. And we were going to use it to tune my truck, but they wouldn't play ball. Free HP. But yeah, each car is like a weapon in their own way. The S2K is a precise knife to go, like, for precision cut. It's like a scalpel.
Scalpel?
Like, you know how scalpels are in surgery. They're like really precise, very sharp. And the Speed 3 is like, I don't know what you compare it to, like a surgery world, but it's like, it is raw power that can still be precise when you need it to be. What I really want to see, I'm hoping eventually that these two will get into autocross, and I'd love to see the two cars go head-to-head in autocross.
I want to go to Red Atlanta so bad.
On like an actual track day?
Yeah.
I think out of all the cars you've ever owned, this will be the best one for a track day.
Maybe.
The Charger's a bit heavy, so you might struggle with the road course a little bit. This is...
Get some wider tires for the Charger.
It'll help a lot, for sure. I think the Charger as is could probably handle road course pretty well. I mean, I know you said the tires aren't wide.
Yeah, I think the front tires, I think 275s all the way around would help a lot.
Yeah. That car, like the Charger, like, I'm notorious for saying on that video now, but I refer to the Charger as the less dramatic of the cars, and that's because it's not what it used to be. When Michael first got that car, you touch the gas, it was like, they try to fishtail on you.
It still does.
I've
just gotten better at it.
You've become more skilled as a driver.
No, my foot's not all the way to the floor all the time anymore.
When you first got that car, dude, it was like every red light was a full throttle pull.
It was.
Hayden's like, wait. So Hayden's behind us over here. There he comes. But we reckon this car makes nearly 300 to the tire.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
You say no?
I'm gonna say no for sure.
What do you estimate? 'Cause I thought we had said that before.
I think it's about 250.
So about what the Taurus was?
Yeah, I don't think it makes nearly what I think it is. Well, it does make 17 PSI now. Only at like 1,000 RPMs. It makes 17 PSI, which is where it's supposed to make like 260 on the stage 2, I think. Or
yeah.
Stage 2 tune. So I don't
turbo thing. And I'm pretty sure we talked about it before, because I think we had talked about it in the actual car review, because I think that's when he first did the turbo. He had accidentally put a CX-7 turbo on this car, because he just was like, oh yeah, this is the right turbo for the Speed 3, and he bought it, and he didn't realize that it said for the CX-7.
Well, I thought it was the same motor.
Yeah.
I think they made 3 different turbos for the Speed motor.
So the car does have a slightly, like literally slightly smaller turbo on that. And he had originally given it the old one to me, and I was going to retool it for use on the sport track, but we just wound up, he needed it for a core in case he got a BNR.
Yeah,
so
and that didn't happen.
Yeah.
That turbo would have been way too small for your truck anyway.
Yeah, I mean it was a 40 mil turbo, but I mean it probably would have been fine, but it would have ran out of power so fast. It'd be like an EcoBoost probably.
There you go.
There he is.
Oh, hi, green light.
But yeah, that is Michael's Speed 3, which is a blast of a car and is a lot better. If you're looking at both cars, I'd take it both if you could. If you could splurge and get a Speed 3 and an S2K, do it. But it really just depends with each car on what you're looking for. If you want practicality with still a lot of fun, get a Speed 3. Hey, or Mark 6 GTI, that's good too. Or you can get an S2K if you need something that is primarily for track use, or it's just a car you and your wife or husband, if you're into that, drive on the weekends. So yeah, I think we're gonna wrap this clip up here. We may close this video out of the house. I will see you guys then. Guys, so I forgot to film a closing clip when we were at Hayden's house, so I apologize for that. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more content coming soon. I hope you guys enjoyed kind of the cool passenger side experience from both Hayden's S2000 and Michael's Speed 3. They're two completely different cars, but I thought it'd be really cool to compare and contrast what it's like to ride in both those cars. So of course, a naturally aspirated 4-cylinder roadster that is meant for lightweight pinion carving and road course use versus a like I don't want to say lazy driver, but you know, a performance hatchback that is probably one of the most powerful out of the box front-wheel drive cars that was ever made. It's pretty fun, and it was kind of cool to get into compare and contrast a lightweight, more track-oriented car versus a very fun street car. So yeah, that's the video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I shall see you guys on Wednesday with hopefully a new video on the sport track. So yeah, stay tuned guys, and I will see you guys then. Take care everyone, and stay safe.